So, good morning students. Today we learn sequence and series, and in sequence and series we have arithmetic progression, then geometric progression, and also a spatial series. So, we start with arithmetic progression. So, arithmetic progression is a chapter which we have already done or which you have already learned in class 10. So, this time we will try to learn this arithmetic progression a little faster. So, this we start. So, let's see what are or what is an arithmetic progression. So, if we get some numbers like this, say 2, 5, 8, then 11. So, you can always predict the next number. Okay. So, you can say that 2, 5, 8, 11, it will be 14. Okay. So, that means since we can predict the next number or after that 17. Okay. So, that means we always know the nature of the series. We always know the pattern of the series. So, that means 3 is added to each of the terms to get the next term. So, that is an arithmetic progression. That means you get the same term to each of the term, either add or subtract to get the next term. That means you can add or subtract. Say another series I write, say something like 10, then 8, then 6, then 4, then 2. That means here you see it's decreasing. Okay. So that means with every term you are subtracting or adding -2 or subtracting 2. Okay. So this you get. This is also another example of arithmetic progression. So these are the two examples we get. So if we try to generalize this, we get something like this: a, which is the first term, then a plus d, then a plus 2d, then a plus 3d, and this is how it continues. Okay. Okay, so this is the first term. So I can write this is T1. So this is obviously the second term, like that. This is the third term, T3. Like that, nth term, if we want to calculate what will be the nth term of the series, you will find that the nth term becomes something like this: Tn equals to a plus n minus 1. That means 1 lesser than n into d. So this is the nth term formula. This already you learnt in class 10. Now every term you see d is added. So what is d? So d, you can say d being the common difference. Common difference of this progression or of this series. Okay, now if we write three numbers, say A, B, C. So these numbers are in AP. If we write three numbers being in AP, so that means we must know that B minus A will be equal to C minus B. B minus A equals to C minus B means their differences, the consecutive differences from second minus first term, then third minus second term are equal. So this is what? This is actually D. This D. The common difference. Okay, they are same. Now if I arrange this a little bit, I get 2B equals to A plus C. Look at it, 2b equals to a plus c is something which is the condition of AP. Condition. This is what? This is the condition of AP, arithmetic progression. Okay, so this is the condition of arithmetic progression. So here whatever we are boxing out, please take care, because this actually are important kind of formula, you can say. So next what we do, next we will find try to find the summation of the series. Okay, so summation of the series is written as Sn. Sn is something like T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus dot 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 plus Tn. Okay, so S1 plus S2 up to Tn. So this is what? This is the sum of n terms. Okay, so this Sn has a formula. So that is n by 2 into twice of a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we can also write this in terms of in another way, like say a plus, this a is broken into 2a, so a plus n minus 1 into d. So if I write like this, then I can substitute this a plus n minus 1 d. What is this? This is the last term, so I can write that this is n by 2. The first term is what? A is the first term plus last term. This is the last term. Okay, so summation is n by 2. Either this formula we can use or this formula we can use. So there can be two formula which we can use. So either the first one or the last line. First term, okay, and the last term. So after this we see the other things. So here we have written the four formula which we have learned. This is the term Tn formula. So this is the term formula, Tn formula. This is the condition, and this is the Sn. That is the summation of n terms. Now we will proceed with after this. Say, what is S1? S1 is actually T1. Okay, that means if Sn denotes summation of n terms, so S1 will be T1. So S1 is T1 or A. So you must remember that S1 is this. Now if you ask what is S2, it will be T1 plus T2. It will be T1 plus T2. Similarly, if you think that what is S3, it will be T1 plus T2 plus T3. Like this it continues. So if I subtract this, so that means S3 minus S2, I get only T3. That means only the third term is left. Similarly, I can write a formula over here. That means from Sn, if you subtract n minus 1, Sn minus 1, so you get a Tn. So this will be Sn, then minus S of n minus 1, which is Tn. So this is another representation of the Sn formula. A very important thing to note that Sn will be a quadratic, it will be a quadratic expression or a quadratic function for n. Since you see here n into n square, so you will get a quadratic expression. So something like say n square plus bn plus c, like that. Some kind of quadratic expression or function in terms of n. And Tn, it will be some kind of function which is only n. So it's a linear function. Okay. So I must erase this. So I write here something like, linear function of n. That means here why I write this, because here I can see something like a plus or n plus b, kind of this. So always you remember, whenever this is given in terms of quadratic, this is a summation function. In terms of n square you get, and linear function you will never get some quadratic for term values. Okay, sometimes the general expression is given and we need to put values to generate these terms, so that's why I am saying this. Okay, now the next topic is the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we will see the arithmetic mean. So what is arithmetic mean? So this is already we have done. So if there are three numbers a and b, there are two numbers and we want to put something inside, we want to put something that is x, so that the series becomes a arithmetic progression, this progression. So this x is actually the arithmetic mean. So this is the AM, or arithmetic mean between two numbers, between a and b. This is the arithmetic mean between a and b. So it denotes that, so you know that this is the condition, that this condition, twice the middle number will be equal to first plus third. Look at this. So it will be what? It will be something like 2x will be equal to a plus b. 2x will be equal to a plus b. And if this happens, then x becomes equal to a plus b by 2. So this is actually the calculation, or you can say this formula for arithmetic mean between two numbers, between two given numbers. You can find out arithmetic mean like this. Now we will try to insert n number of arithmetic means between two numbers. Let's see, we will do this. So we try to insert n number of arithmetic means between two numbers a and b. Here I have written the formula of arithmetic mean x, which we learned just now. So let's say a is a number and b is another number over here. Okay, and we want to insert arithmetic mean like a1, then a2, then a3. How many? N number of arithmetic means, an. Okay, so how many a1, a2, a3 terms you can see? That is n number of arithmetic means. This a1, a2, a3 are what? These are the numbers to be put or to be inserted in between a and b, so that the whole series will be an arithmetic progression. So then we assume that let d, what is d? D is the common difference. Okay, so that means how many terms are there in the series including a and b? Total number of terms will be how many? N plus 2. There will be n plus 2 terms, because n terms a1, a2 up to an, and ab at the end. So n plus 2 terms. So this term, b term, is which number of terms? N plus 2th term. B will be n plus 2th term. And how do you write n plus 2? You know this expression, the first expression. So it will be a plus 1 lesser, that means n plus 1 into d into equals to b. Okay, so see over here, we know a, we know b, we know how many terms to be inserted. We just assumed, or we just allowed a foreign element d. Okay, so here, from here we can find out what is the value of d. What is d? D is something like b minus a, then divided by n plus 1. So d is this. That means d we found in terms of b, a and n we found. So after d is found, it's very easy for us to find out all these terms, a1, a2, a3 up to an. Why? Because this you know It's a plus d. A1 is what? The second term. So this is a plus d. So if it is a plus d, it becomes a plus b minus a by n plus 1. So this is the thing. Now a2 is what? A2 is a plus 2d. So if it is a plus 2d, it becomes a plus twice b minus a by n plus 1. Twice of b minus a. Can you see this? This is b minus a. Okay. B minus a. Like that, a3 also you can write. Okay. a3 if I write, a3 will be a plus how much? 3d. And that is kind of a plus 3 into b minus a by n plus 1. Like that you can write an, which is a plus n into b minus a divided by n plus 1. So now after we get the value of d, other values we can generate very quickly. So it's up to this. We almost learn all the formula related to arithmetic progression. Okay. We can always do some sums behind. Thank you.